Hi there, Aquarius, and welcome back to Star-Lordist Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of June the 16th through to the 22nd. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for Aquarius. First up, we have the Five of Cups reversed, followed then by the Knight of Pentacles upright. Next, we have the Four of Pentacles in the upright, followed then by the Tower in reverse, and lastly, we have the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay, so your overall energy is the Five of Cups in the reverse position, indicating healing or overcoming a situation that could have caused separation, heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, disappointment. Five of Cups in the upright is like, oh, just that feeling when something you really, really wanted to work out and it didn't. It's just that sadness, that sorrow, that feeling. When the card's inverted, however, this is where we are finally healing from the situation, from the disappointment, from the sorrow, from the sadness, from whatever happened that put us in that Four of Cups. So it's a lot of healing energy. Right at the beginning of the week, we have the Knight of Cups the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, the Knight of Pentacles could be somebody new coming on the scene that you haven't met yet, and maybe you're just going to be meeting them this week. For others of you, this could represent someone already in your life. This could represent a friend, a family member, your spouse. It could be a business partner, anybody like that. But the Knight of Pentacles can simply, because Knights bring in an offer, right? It could represent a solid offer coming your way. Now, Aquarius, maybe some of you have been waiting a long time for that coveted job offer, and it's coming in now, finally. It can be some of you have waited a long time to have an offer be put. If you have something up for sale, your home, your business, or something, you've waited a long time for that offer, and it's finally here. Others of you, whether it's a job offer, what have you, could be an offer of financial backing or finances as well. If this is on the romantic front, it can represent the person that you've been waiting for or waiting to ask you out is finally going to do it. It's taken them a long time to do it, because the thing about the Knight of Pentacles is the reason why they take so long to make a decision to come to it is because when they make the offer is solid. It's something you can take to the bank. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Next card up is the Four of Pentacles in the upright position. That's my little hoarder card. So any of you being hoarders this week, you might want to stop it. Have a garage sale, I always say. This is about holding on too tightly. It could be holding on to finances, holding on to, well, it's also a card that can represent saving. So for some of you, maybe it makes sense. Maybe this new offer that comes in will enable you to save some money. Others of you are holding on too tightly to old belief systems and things that are not serving you any longer. Some of you need to start purging some of your material belongings and get rid of them. Have that garage sale, donate them, whatever you need to do, sell them, get rid of them. Like I said, others of you could be looking at savings, because maybe this offer that comes in is somehow, well, maybe you need finances for it for some reason. Maybe you need to travel or you need to do something. So you need to start saving some money. I'm not sure what's going on here. Keep in mind, this is just a general read. Just take what makes sense in your scenario, okay? Moving on towards the weekend, we have the Tower here in reverse. Maybe for some of you, this comes in right in the nick of time, because perhaps there was a big upset headed your way. The Tower in the upright position can represent that big kaboom where everything just collapses, right? It can be chaos ensuing. It can be things coming out of the blue that you didn't see coming. But when it's reversed, this is a case of where it was spotted by someone. It could have been you, that you saw the potential for a problem and you nipped it in the bud and made sure that you turned this Tower situation around. Or it could be that somebody else saw a potential for this problem coming and they alerted you and they helped you turn it around. Sometimes it's simply fate steps in because we have no idea what's going on. I've seen this happen. It's happened in my life where fate had just stepped in and stopped me from dealing with what could have potentially have been a big disaster. It's that thing where all of a sudden you're trying to catch your flight or something like that, and something keeps going wrong, and you get to the airport and the plane already took off, and then all of a sudden you find out something happened. It's like, oh, somebody was watching over me. You know, those kind of feelings. That's what this can be when fate steps in. But sometimes we ourselves see a potential disaster heading. Maybe it was financial, because you have a couple of financial cards here at the beginning of the week. So maybe you guys averted a financial disaster by taking action. And you put everything in a neat little package and made sure everything is now workable on a financial front. So for others of you, this could be something completely different from the beginning of the week financial stuff. But nonetheless, disaster has been averted. The threat passes you by. Last card you have is the Nine of Swords, reverse. Oh, sorry. I don't know what this little fly is, but summertime, right? Well, it is here anyway. I know it isn't in other places, but Nine of Swords in the upright position, which points to obsessive thinking, where we cannot get a good night's sleep. We're worried, we're anxious, we're driving ourselves crazy with all these thoughts. I call it the monkey mind, where it just keeps going, looping from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And we just cannot get any decent sleep. When the card's inverted, this is where we're finally, our anxiety has been put to rest. We do not need to worry any longer. We're now ready to relax and have a good night's sleep. Now, I know Aquarius, you guys are notorious for overthinking situations and worrying about things. So this does make sense, but what I love about it is reversed at the end of the week. So it looks like any problems you're having, they seem to vanish. They vanish in thin air, into thin air this week, and you end up saying, oh, so you know what, Aquarius, if you're worrying about things at the beginning of the week, don't bother. If you've seen this reading, you know how it ends, and it ends well. So you're going to be not overthinking anything at the end of the week. Well, if you were thinking about these things, which is what I thought, you were thinking about finances, job offers, things like that, then you're definitely not going to be worrying about that, because the threat is passing you by with that Tower in reverse. So I'm going to be pulling a card here from the Gypsy Oracle deck. What do we have here to complete Aquarius reading? A scholar. Maybe you're a scholar. Maybe you're dealing with a scholar. I'm not sure. It's a special message just for you guys. But yeah, looks like an interesting week. I love All's Well That Ends Well here in the back. Some of you, this offer that comes in, maybe it comes in just in the nick of time, where you're finally able to, just like, oh, now I don't have to worry about that situation anymore. Interesting. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. Thanks so much for joining me. And I really hope the reading helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you again in the next video. So take care. Much love. Namaste. Bye-bye for now.